I'm gonna show you a way to make composting as easy as throwing your food in the trash. There's a few things that people hate about composting, and one of them is carrying their compost from the kitchen out to the garden. So we're gonna make that easy by putting it right outside the kitchen window. Now, when I designed this tiny house, I did this specifically so that as I did food prep, I could just open this window and kick the food right out into our bin. Here's all the tools we're gonna use today. We have a big sheet of recycled plastic behind us. We also have some paracord along with the scissors and some nuts and washers for connecting everything together. The first thing we're gonna do is wrap this into a big circle. I'm gonna take one of my bolts, and that's gonna go through the slotted end, and that is then pressed through right here. We're gonna throw on a plastic washer, and then we're gonna go and throw on the nut. Now I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. 2 more in the middle, and we're all set. Now this composter doesn't come with handles, so we're gonna add some right now with some paracord. This is just gonna make it easier for us when we go to turn this pile. I'm just gonna pick 2 of the overhead spots right here, slip my string through, and tie into a knot. Just gonna do that on the other side as well. And all that's gonna do is that's gonna give me a way to lift up on this once this is full of compost. You'll notice our bin has these holes on the side, and that's to help with aeration and getting air into the pile. And you'll notice as well that we didn't put any bottom on it. That's so that we can get worms through the soil up there into our pile to help with the composting process. So next thing, I'm gonna position this underneath the window, and then we're gonna fill it up. These leaves are going to mix perfectly with our food scraps to create the proper ratio of carbon and nitrogen so that we can have a really good compost pile that makes good soil for us for next year's garden. These right here are coffee grounds from the local Starbucks. They'll put them out there for free so that you can use them for your garden or in your compost bin. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to layer these 2 together. We're gonna collect our compost in a bin inside of the house right where we do our meal prep. We eat a lot of spinach in our household, and we use these empty spinach containers for our compost. This is what our food scrap bin looks like after a few days at the house. You can see we have some banana peels, some avocado shells, there's some coffee grounds in here. So all the kind of stuff that's left over from your meal prep. Instead of that going into the trash can, this is going into our compost pile. One of the main complaints I get about composting is that people don't like making the extra effort to walk this stuff outside a couple times a week, especially if it's rainy or anything like that. People don't like it, and I get it. So the key is just designing it in a way that doesn't make it painful for you. So that is where this window design comes in here. Rather than me dumping this into the trash, which is a very easy task for me to do right here, I'm going to take my food scraps, I'm going to put them in this bin. When the bin gets full, as it is right now, I'm simply going to open this window, and I'm going to dump them out into our bin. It's that easy. Alright babe, ready to try out the new composting system?
Yeah. Trust fall. Did it go in?
Kobe!
Honestly, like, is this all I have to do from now on with all my celery stuff? Really? Sweet. This is fun, I like it.
If you enjoyed this project, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. It's a fast food window.
Yeah!